The American people have had enough of Afghanistan, to the point where they say we shouldn't have started the war in the first place. Now look, you've seen a lot of polls where they say we're sick of the war, we got to get out, we're not winning, etc. So the news here is they're saying it's a gaffe to begin with. I'm actually surprised by that. 49% say sending troops into Afghanistan in the first place was a mistake, and 48% disagree. What's also surprising is that I'm not even in the 49%. I think sending troops into Afghanistan in the first place was not a mistake. Keeping them there for 12 disastrous years was a definite mistake. We should have gone in there. We should have gotten bin Laden when we had him cornered in Tora Bora. And we didn't send in 6,000 American troops that we had there. Rumsfeld blew it from the get-go. And I wish he hadn't done that, right? But I don't think that sending the troops in was a problem. But that's how sick of this war Americans are. They're like, enough, man. Maybe we shouldn't have gone in the first place. And the good point that they have about that is, unfortunately, when we start one of these wars, it never ends. And by the way, President Obama said he was going to end all these wars, right? At the end of the story, I'm going to tell you how that isn't true, okay? Now, in the beginning when we went into Afghanistan, you want to see what the numbers were for context? 9% thought it was a mistake back then. 89% did not. So they went from 89% of the people saying, yeah, let's go for it, to now slightly higher number saying we should have never gone in. Okay, now what is the number today for whether they support it going forward? 17% support the war now, 57% think it's going badly. When you've gotten down to a 17% popularity rating, oh, that's a disaster. It's time to get the hell out of there. Now the only person who does not agree with that, of course, is the Commander-in-Chief. Now, President Obama talks a big game about, I got us out of Iraq. I'm going to get us out of Afghanistan. Not really true. First of all, he was desperate to stay in Iraq. We covered those stories as they were happening. The Obama administration made every effort to keep more troops inside of Iraq. Now, Iraq kicked us out. They said, no, we already had a deal, believe it or not, with George W. Bush that said that you would remove all troops, and we're sticking to that. We're not going to sign any kind of treaty with you where you get to keep some extra troops inside Iraq. So they kicked us out. So President Obama taking credit for that, honestly, is nonsense. He didn't do the original deal in the first place, and he tried to renege on the deal and stay longer, okay? He's doing the same exact thing in Afghanistan. In fact, let me quote Huffington Post here. The United States has been pressuring Afghanistan President Hamid Karzai to sign a bilateral security agreement to allow troops beyond that date, but Karzai has repeatedly refused. So if President Obama had his way, we would keep further troops in Afghanistan for at least another 10 years. Why do you do this? Get out, get out, get out. It has a 17% popularity rating. If you got out now, you say, oh, damn, Bush started, I can't believe it. I mean, I did the best I could, but I left. Instead, you're begging Karzai to stay in that country for another 10 years. But it's okay, they have a backup plan. Is the backup plan leaving? No. The backup plan is getting rid of Karzai. Let me quote here. The Wall Street Journal reported that the U.S. military's revised withdrawal plans to allow the White House to wait until Karzai leaves office, likely not before August, to give time for a successor to sign the new pact. And that's the pact that would allow us to keep troops in Afghanistan longer. Does the popularity have to get down to 1%? But that's the thing, it doesn't matter, because we don't really live in a democracy. It could get down to negative 28%. You know, we could bring in Canadians to vote against it. And we still wouldn't leave, because the national security complex, the military-industrial complex runs the country. Anybody who's making money off the war runs the country. We don't run the country. If we did, we would have left Afghanistan a long time ago. And no, we didn't get any change with President Obama. Choosing between the wishes of the American people and the wishes of the national security complex, President Obama almost always goes with the national security complex. So he's trying every which way to stay in this miserable war with no exit strategy whatsoever. Oh yes, we take out some troops, but no. We got to make sure that we keep some in there, keep getting kids killed for no damn reason.